J Drone here. What's going on, guys? We have an Ultra HD 4K, and this is not a fake 4K. This is going to be a real 4K, a nice action camera. Obviously, Wi-Fi connectivity. We have a touchscreen display, waterproof, true 4K. But let's look at some of the features. We'll get it unboxed, and then we're going to test this. True 4K. 40-meter waterproof, 20 megapixels, wide angle lens, adjustable field of vision. The only action camera I have that does that is my GoPro, and Wi-Fi connectivity. Also, I seen on the advertisement this is supposed to have stabilization, image stabilization. So now this is on wide and we can see propellers. I don't know if you were able to see propellers in the last one, and we can definitely see legs. We're going to try to lift off again. Hopefully it doesn't give me any trouble lifting off. Alright, so I've adjusted the audio. I've left a little bit of it in so you can hear it. There you can see myself and my son, and the image quality is great. Again, the image EIS, electric image stabilization, is on. The Parrot Bebop 1 and 2 both have electric image stabilization, and they have great cameras. You can see there are legs in the image here. We could have bulldogged our legs, that way nothing was in the image, although one of the arms would have been in the image. Or you can do a little trick that I will show you here in a second if you have a good editing program. But as far as the image quality goes, the image quality on this is pretty good. You can notice the legs are shimmying, the legs are shaking. It's not transitioning too much in the video. And bam, where'd the legs go? Well, all I've done, and you can see upper left occasionally, you'll notice one of them. All I've done is I've stretched the image just a little bit in my editing program. That way we don't have those in there. Obviously, you can still see propellers in the upper part if you're really looking for them. It is really dark out, so this is a low light test on this camera, and I think it did really well. As we were up higher and as it transitions into the different lighting, it's not a shutter transition, it's almost doing it automatically, which is awesome. So we're gonna get into the unboxing, and then we'll do more flight after the unboxing and basic setup, and we'll also show you a narrow view as well. This is what you'll see once you open it. We have an instruction manual. Obviously, we have a camera in a waterproof casing and 2 batteries. We are going to fully test this, so this will be a full review, but I'm also showing you what's in the box. Right, so in this black box that was off to the right, in this box, we get all types of accessories. One huge thing is this. We have an actual dedicated charger for our batteries. That's unheard of. The GoPro, the newest GoPro I got, they want you to charge out of the camera, inside the camera. Excuse me. They don't provide one of these. I think this is huge, and this is just a common battery, which is a 3.7 volt, as you can see right there, 1,350 milliamp an hour. And as you can see down by my thumb, it is a basic positive and negative connection like everything else. Here's a little look at the profile of the camera. Looks really good. That lens is looking promising. We also have a thread here. That way we can hook it up to a tripod if we wanted to without any attachments. And then you have your HD out, I think that is, and then you're charging off to the side if you wanted to charge like that, but I'd suggest using that dedicated charger. And then screen, which is screen protector over it. The eye also had a protector over it. I did stick a battery, and we're going to go ahead and turn this on and see if we can go through some of the functions. All right, so this will be the first time I'm turning it on. I'm going to hold this, but I'm going to turn it around this way. Got blue light. Okay, let's see here. Select mode camera. Select settings. Enter album. Slide down to open quick menu. Slide around, I should center that, I apologize, to switch mode settings. Press shutter button to start recording. And here, let's make sure we focus in on that. It should be pretty well focused. So that's what it wants you to use. I only have one of these cards in my house. For 4K experience, please make sure you use good quality SD card. It's good it tells you that. Yeah, I'm trying to swipe my screen to go to the next one. And then scan the QR code to get the app, which I think I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I got the app, and let's see, how do we get this? Okay, so we need to unlock it. I'm trying to, let's see, so I need to maybe go like this, like that. There we go. Okay, so we downloaded that, and we're going to click skip, skip, enjoy your 4K sports camera. Okay. And there's the display, which looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. And it's at 2 point, so let's see if we do this slowly. I'm trying to focus on this as much as possible. Auto burst timer. Go ahead and X out of that. All right, guys, so what we want to do here is just press, come on, press that, and now we can see we can change our resolution. 4K 30 frames. Look at this. Here, wait. And you got 4K 60 frames per second. Wrong one. I wanted to click on the one above it. You can see it. 1080p, 120 frames per second. That's insane. You have EIS, which is electric image stabilization. Distortion correct. You also have that. We have white balance exposure. This is going to be a good camera. Hopefully it's going to be a good camera. It's looking like a good camera. Video quality, we can change to high, medium, and low. So let's I think we're gonna fully charge a battery, and then we'll get it outside somehow. The weather is not that great, but we'll get something done. So again, we are going to showcase the wide angle of this, and I'm showing you the legs for a very short period of time. We're going to transition into that stretching of the image. That way you don't see the legs. You can zoom and crop, but I think zooming and cropping, if you have video capabilities to do so, I think it slightly distorts the image, as well as stretching it does, but bamzo, we stretched it, and I don't think the image is noticeably distorted, noticeably pixelated, and I did try to zoom and crop, and I think I noticed that it was distorted and pixelated. So an easy fix for this, if you don't have video editing software, or you don't have a strong editing software where you can stretch or zoom and crop, is just make sure your camera doesn't have anything obstructing its view, like as far as those legs. And if you're going to be running this on a Bugs 3 or any other drone that you have legs obstructed, there are simple ways to get around that. Specifically on the Bugs 3, you can bulldog the legs. You can pull 2 screws out, you can jack the legs off to the right, it won't be in the view. Or you can use a different holder that will have the camera more towards the nose of the drone, as opposed to sitting almost directly underneath the drone, that like I have right now. Now I will show you something, because again I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I will show you something that I don't quite care for with this camera on the next scene. And what it's going to be the narrow view. Right now I'm loving the wide view. I'm loving the electric image stabilization. It works good. It works as it should. The lighting quality on this, for being an extremely gloomy day, is doing really well. I have no complaints about that. The charge time did not take long to charge these batteries, because I charged both batteries before we came out, and I only used one battery, and we still had plenty of battery life. But that dedicated charger I find huge. Like, I've already charged other batteries for other action cameras off of that dedicated charger. So it's a universal dedicated charger, as long as your positive and negative match up to it. Now check this out. This is the narrow view. This is me not stretching anything, me not zooming or anything. This is the narrow view. Unfortunately, I don't think electric image stabilization can be turned on when you are in the narrow view. So that's something that you are definitely going to want to keep in mind, because it looks a little jittery. I mean, the quality is good. The quality is definitely there, but we have a little bit of jitter. At least I see it. Maybe I'm being too crucial on this. Maybe I'm nitpicking a little bit too much. But what I'm doing right here is as relaxed a flight as you can. Like you would walk your dog. We're walking the drone. We're literally just chilling with the drone, like maybe 5 to 10 feet in front of myself. We're not encountering high wind. We're not encountering high turbulence. We're not encountering nothing. This is an extremely, extremely chill flight here. And again, the quality is good. We can pull stills from this all day. The video quality is good too. But I really wish, again, this is me not sugarcoating nothing. I really, really wish they would have incorporated the electric image stabilization, which again, if you go in your menu, it's going to be EIS, electric image stabilization. I wish they would have incorporated it into into the narrow view, because again, we haven't stretched anything. We haven't distorted this image at all to get those legs out. We've simply gone into the settings to get those legs out. And what that does is just narrows the view. It's not, you're not getting the full camera angle that you possibly can off of this camera. But is this acceptable for you? Is this, can you deal with this? I know on traditional action cameras, a lot of us, we buy up those $20 to $50 action cameras because they're cheap, they're efficient, they got good megapixels, they take good video, we could pull stills off of them. If you can deal with that, then hey, this is probably going to be just fine for you. And then if you want to up your game, you can go into the settings and you could put it into that wide angle. You could put electric image stabilization on it, and you can get close to a GoPro. I'm not saying this is a GoPro killer. I'm saying you can get close to that GoPro for a third of the cost, for nearly almost a fourth of the cost. And that's huge to have something. I don't think I have, minus the Q6, maybe the Firefly cameras. I think the Q6 has like a gyro. I think they don't. I don't even know if they use electric image stabilization. I think they use a gyro stabilization in the camera itself. Again, the Bebop 1 and Bebop 2 has electric image stabilization in it. Again, you can see as we get up higher, it gets a little bit jittier. We're dealing with a little bit of wind. We're trying to maintain our position in the sky here, and again, it is windy. But look at the quality. If as we pitch down a little bit, and we could have adjusted the camera, we could have tilted it downwards, that we were getting a more downward view when we were using the narrow view. The quality is good. There's no sun to be seen. You can see the clouds. It's super overcast. Guys, hey, I like the camera. There's more to be done with this camera. You can go in and adjust your resolution. You can go in and adjust your saturation. I believe there's a lot of different things that you can do with this camera that you can't do with a lot of other cameras. And if you're going to pay $50 to $60 for an action camera and you want great quality, maybe you want to pay a little bit more. So here, I didn't have the audio on. Make sure you got a little microphone up in the corner. Otherwise, you're not going to hear the audio. But I just wanted to put it, I wanted to keep this in here because now the camera's for the most part stable. No electric image stabilization. You can see the quality. You can see me really well, and I like it. Guys, again, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down below. I'll definitely get back at you. And again, my PayPal link will be down below. If you find this entertaining, you find it informative, help me out.